How was it growing up in a Haitian household? Haitian Christian household.
Yeah. Judgmental.
Judgmental.
Yeah, I was told that, like, you had to always rock suits and button-ups and couldn't have dreads, and tattoos meant you're the devil or you're going to hell, and all these things. And I was very judgmental growing up. Haitians are just judgmental in general.
So you were judging other people?
Based on what I was taught.
Okay.
But that stopped around freshman year of high school. I met my first Muslim friend. His name's Kamal. And I was like, I said to myself, this guy's super nice, like super chill. And the way he thinks and the way he processes things is totally different. So my question was, why are we supposed to be the perfect ones only going to heaven and he's not? So I started doing my own like research. And
like, why him? But you said he ain't dreads?
No, he no dreads. It was just, he told me he didn't eat pork. And I thought that was strange. I was like, why not? And he was like, oh, I'm Muslim. I was like, well, what is that? Like, I knew what it was, but I wasn't too informed on it. What I was taught, they were extremists who did bad things. That's what I knew because that's what I was told on TV. But he kind of broke it down to me, and I broke it down even more to an aspect of that's his religion based on how I was growing up. We have a little bit of a different understanding of life. So I was like, well, his understanding is different from my understanding, but he's such a good person. And does that mean that he's going to hell just because he's Muslim? Because that's what I was kind of told growing up as a Christian. If you ain't Christian, to hell you go.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, he's incredible. So it made me think more and try to understand more about other religions and whatnot, to the point where I don't really associate myself with religion at all at this point. I just believe there's a God, and that's where I stop.
You know, that's kind of like most millennials. That's most of this generation nowadays. Come see, I think there was a research or a study that came out that showed that most millennials don't go to church. Like, church attendance has gone way down. Right. Because the new generation doesn't really believe in church like their parents used to. Did you ever confront your parents?
Yes. I confronted them about voodoo for sure. Right. And back in 2013, I worked for Comcast at a call center. And on my downtime, I remember I would go and Google voodoo. And it just took me on this, you know how you go on Google and you go on this
you go down this rabbit hole.
Oh my God, it's horrible. But just the information that I was taking in, and I was like, it necessarily isn't this evil that they made us think it out to be. When I say they, blah. And you know, although I may not practice it, I don't disrespect people who do. I understand that that's your religion, that's what you do. You do you. I think a lot of Haitians always see it, oh, I'm on job, and I was like, yo, just let them be who they are, because you're Christian and you are who you are. Right. They do voodoo, they do what they do. That's what their belief. On top of that, had we never got taken from Africa, what do you think we'd be doing?
Right. I always find it interesting côté moun qui practice voodoo, right? They always mind their business.
They do.
But Christians always mind other people's business.
Want to step in and say, what are you doing? What's going on over here?
Right. Et puis yo toujours paix. But then yo toujours abdon on somme 23 quand je marche dans la vallée de l'ombre de la mort, je ne crains aucun mal quand tu es avec moi, right? So if your God is with you, why are you worried about what I'm doing?
Exactly. What's your problem? Don't come in and that was my thing. That's what I approached my parents about. I was like, well, why is it, and a lot of my friends too, I was like, why is it that Christians are right and everybody else is wrong? Right. No, what if we all die, you go up there and it's a whole bunch of Hindus?
And they always act like they got the direct line to Jesus.
I don't get it.
I don't get it, bro.
And because I think this way, a lot of my friends think I'm atheist. I'm like, no, I just have an open thought process. I don't really, you guys good?
No, good.
Okay. I don't really bother people about their religion. If that person wants to be whatever they want to be, who am I to tell them otherwise? Right. As long as you don't do me no harm, no wrong, we good. You can believe in whatever you want to believe in. Don't care. Right. It's just how are you as a person? And that's how I approach people.